Wow. This is crazy. Oh my God, this is crazy.
Oh, man.
Surprisingly, this podcast is still going on for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's Matt Hardy's fault. But what's going on, real ones? Welcome to the Dragon Sin podcast once again.
Welcome.
Where we just have fun with a lot of people who just come through to the MH set. We are live on the MH set, by the way.
Live.
We're on the MH set. We are literally live right now. If you're on Instagram right now, this is live. Like you're missing out. You're missing out for some fucking reason. It's your boy Quan, Destructor. Hello. And who do I have to my right here?
All right, it's your usual. You can call me MH. Also, I go by Chef Boy Hardy.
Oh wow.
As if it was
confirming that?
in the past.
You're
yes.
confirming that? You're confirming
Yeah,
that,
I'll
right?
confirm it. I'll confirm that.
This is a narrative we got to keep up with here.
Yeah,
know?
you didn't hear me one of these podcasts I said, I got a cooking show in the works.
Yeah, he did. You did mention that, but is it actually happening?
Yeah, that and I got some
out on that a little bit.
that and I got some music on the way.
Oh wow, you're adding music to the list. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
Dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Matt Hardy used to be a great rapper, but he retired really early because his Alzheimer's. So that really sucked, dude.
But I got some new medicine, and now the Alzheimer's is all gone, so I can do music again.
Congratulations on your Alzheimer's going away. But hey, it's not about us today.
No, it's not.
It's about our guest, Ashton Maya.
Yes.
Okay, well, guess what? We're here with another local person who has some talents that you guys wish that you had. So shout out to everybody who wishes they were good at art and you suck. Have fun drawing stick figures for the rest of your life, you fucking idiots.
Yeah,
Man, it's so funny because I feel like I still suck at art.
Whoa, hold on.
It's never the final product.
Whoa. I think you're a fucking fantastic artist, and that's why we have you here right now.
Thank you.
So, welcome Ashton Maya, everybody.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Welcome.
Mini clap there. So, the way we do this podcast, Ashton, is we immediately get right the fuck into it.
Okay.
Because usually we have other people here. I want to give a shout out to Young Cushy for not being on this episode because I don't know why. Really. I don't know why. I just want to give a shout out to him.
Anyway.
Shout out to the whole crew who helps us make this shit happen.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
But so Ashton, let's get into it. So you're an artist. Let's start there.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start there. First, tell the people about who you are for those who don't know who you are. Let's start there.
All right. Well, I definitely consider myself like a Southern artist. I'm influenced by everything around us, from the history that we have here to our natural ecology and what we can find in our environments. So that's kind of my focus.
Like Mother Nature. Right?
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So how long? Well, okay. It's the funny thing about asking this question is I feel like it's gonna be a really forever kind of answer.
Mm-hmm.
But how long have you been doing art? I gotta ask. That's the one thing you gotta ask an artist is how long have you been doing art?
Right.
Was it something you started when you were younger, or is it something you picked up on when you got older?
Well, it was really on and off when I was younger. So I mostly drew to kind of deal with all the emotions that you go through when you're a young adult. So I would kind of just doodle and whatnot and sketchbooks and stuff. But I never really considered myself an artist until recently.
Whoa.
Mostly that's
Hot take.
coming into owning your shit and owning your talent and owning what you do for a living. So that's recent.
Okay, so you just said what you do for a living, so you consider this something that you do for a living.
Yes.
Okay.
So you art for a living.
This is my career choice, yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Wow.
I will say one thing. I did also grow up doing art, so to say. Me and my friends, when we were young, elementary school, middle school, we would just doodle and do all kind of crazy stuff, make comic books. But nowadays, I got a little bit of chops when it comes to art, but I wouldn't consider myself an artist. I think what separates us is that you decide to make a career out of this.
You have to make that hard decision.
And so, I think you said something earlier about you still think what you do is not finished.
Yeah.
what you said.
It's never the final product.
Right, it's never the final
I feel
product.
like it's totally like an artist perspective.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
When I do something, a piece of art or whatever, painting, I'm like, oh gosh, this could be so much better. This sucks. That's what I always think.
It's always I like take my work at this level of my career, which is at the very beginning, as like everything's the first pancake. It's always going to be nasty.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always going to fall apart.
Oh, I totally
You're
get
not
that.
going to have a perfect pancake until like 5 in.
Right.
And that's just the way that it is.
That's awesome.
Do you strive for your art to be like as good as like a banana peel, like or a banana
On
a
the
wall?
tape? Oh, absolutely. That's
Yeah, you know what I'm
genius.
talking
Like,
about?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
I would have bought the shit out of that.
If I could swing
Seriously.
$120,000 banana with duct tape on the wall, I would do it. Absolutely.
That's
Let's
so
get that
fucking
cloud
real.
up.
But the artist who actually did that, like, she'd been making work previously. So this was her, like, 15-year hiatus debut.
Oh wow.
So people were looking for her artwork, and people wanted her artwork, and that's what she came up with. And I think that's genius.
That
Like,
makes,
Banana.
okay, I didn't know the backstory behind it. Now it makes a lot more
Yeah,
sense.
you
It
know-
kind of when I first saw the story, I thought it was just like some random motherfucker off the street was like, "Hey,
Nope.
here's a banana on a wall."
no, this is the Miami, what's it called? Finale. So it's like Art Miami, like one of the largest art events
art showcases
in the world. Yeah, in the world.
Yeah, if you ask me, I'd say that's bananas.
Wow. Wow, Matt Hardy's already ready to go with the jokes today.
I'm on
everybody.
fire. I'm on fire today, people. Okay, tune into this one.
So let's get into like what your style of art is a little bit. I'm very curious. I do keep up with your art because like anyone who is in Augusta that creates art and dedicates their time to doing it, I tend to keep up with it because like I said, we're fucking artists. We're not really artists,
I'd say ish.
Exactly. Like we fucking dabble, but we've been doing it since we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of your styles of art that you go for when you create?
Well, I really like working with ink, so like pen and ink, watercolors, that sort of thing. As far as like inspiration goes, like I'm really attracted to like badass women of color, basically.
Oh hell yeah!
So
No,
like
fuck yeah,
a
dude.
lot of my work will feature that. Also, like I said, like a lot of my work will feature like symbolic plant elements too. So like I did a Sam Hine like piece, and I made the woman behind it like really strong and powerful. I actually modeled it off of my friend Nidalis. And then, like, the botanicals around her hair and everything were everything you'd find celebrating the ritual of Samhain.
Oh,
and
wow.
so, like,
Interesting.
so that's kind of how I
Hell
piece
yeah.
my work together. Like, I find, like, strikes and poses and ideas that I like, and then I incorporate, like, little details into it.
And just to backtrack a little bit here, how long have you been like you've been taking it like to that serious level like of how you do it currently? Like how long have you been like
Serious about it?
Yeah,
Probably about 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So before I really decided to like go back to school and go for art, I was in biology and I was in communications, and then I did a ceramics apprenticeship on the side, and that's kind of what really kickstarted me going back into art, because through that apprenticeship, like I met so many wonderful people who were working successful artists, and I just didn't know that that was an option for me.
Right,
You know?
right.
You know, the way Augusta really pretty much fucking portrays it is like, oh, you're an art major? Well, good luck in life. And, you know, that's one reason, like, when I was back in college, I chose not to major in art because I heard that word of mouth.
Yeah, you and everybody else. Like I said, I grew up with my friends drawing and stuff, and that was like my real passion.
That was
I never had the skills. I grew up with a couple of guys that were just incredible at drawing.
Yeah,
And I was just following in their footsteps, trying to draw and getting better and better.
Thank you, Matt Hardy.
But then shut up, not you.
Just joking, it wasn't me.
It was a couple of other friends that I'll shout out on another podcast. I'd like to have them on, actually.
Shout out to them.
They were incredible artists, and to this day, I asked him the other day. I was like, "Hey, man, you know those comic books we used to make? Can I see one?" He's like, "Oh, man, they're not very good, but I do have some." And I was like, "Dude, they're not very good. You're incredible. But that goes to show you, like, artists are so critical of their own work.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Well, you
And
have
then-
to be. It is a competitive field. Like you have to be critical.
So you got into an apprenticeship from. So what were some of the things you were doing? I think I know some of them, but like at one point I think I saw on your story you were like doing some like. Can you explain like what it's called? I can't remember what it's called. It's like wood, and you were like doing inks and shit like that. Like this is why I'm not an artist.
What?
Like what were you doing like when you were doing that?
So the apprenticeship was production pottery. So I was actually learning how to like throw high quantities of like bowls and cups and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And like through there's people that would move through the studio and they would teach me like this is how you make a teapot, or like this is how you make like a mold.
Like ceramics?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Epic. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that
Oh,
class
yeah.
in high school.
Man,
Yeah.
I sucked at ceramics.
I
in high
never
school,
took it.
dude.
I
You
never
It was so much fun.
Yeah, I never took it until I got the apprenticeship, and then kind of fell into the apprenticeship, and
Yeah.
then
Hell yeah.
I started learning about it. I was like, okay, well maybe I should like reevaluate
Yeah,
really
you
what it is that
You
I'm
can make
doing.
some pretty sick pieces with ceramics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to my high school teacher who let this guy who rode my bus. He made a bowl in high school, which is fucking illegal. I'm pretty sure. But hey,
A bowl to smoke out of.
shout out to
Smoke out.
ceramic. Yeah, a bowl. Yeah, shout out to
Not just a
ceramics,
bowl.
dude. Yeah.
Not just a
I mean, if it,
cereal bowl.
If he gave me a cereal bowl, I would have ate the fuck out of it. I'd be like,
You
yo,
would have
dude,
ate the
you
whole
made
bowl,
that?
bro?
Yeah, I would have ate.
Cereal out of the
yeah, I
bowl?
would have ate the fuck out of it.
Okay, there we go.
Dude.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, man.
Anyway.
So, Ashton, let's get back to your art here.
Okay.
All right. So, you have influences, clearly, right?
Yeah.
So, do you... Okay, this is one question I always have a hard time asking artists is, like, who are some of your favorite artists?
Okay. Definitely Yuko Shimizu. So she's a Japanese like illustrative artist out of New York.
Okay.
And she's amazing. Like her artwork is like super detailed, like super like comic-y, kind of like poppy,
Your favorite.
and unique. Like I really love her work.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
We'll have to, I wish we had a Jamie like on Joe Rogan so we could Google some of this stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna be Cody soon.
If we had
episode.
if we just had a Jamie, we can Google it and put it on the screen there with the video.
Do you have any? Okay. Let's go further back. Let's go like to like Renaissance times. Do you have preferences for artists that you liked back then, despite all the racism that happened back then?
Oh, I think that despite all the racism,
Yeah, despite that. Yeah.
I kind of dig Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa!
So
Whoa.
would you say that's your favorite Ninja Turtle also?
Sure. I never watched.
Donatello,
Oh, you didn't grow up on Ninja Turtles.
Leonardo,
No,
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't.
Wow.
Raphael,
Yeah.
and Mikey, baby.
Is that the guy from that one movie?
Leon. Wait, who?
The movie where is it Nicolas Cage, and he has to like hunt for a treasure.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And then he had to go to the fucking painting. And
Yeah.
right? Is this not ringing a bell to anyone?
It's not ringing any bells for
You guys
me.
remember
I
that
forgot
movie?
the plot.
Oh, what the fuck, guys? Well, okay,
You know what? Maybe our
That artist-
listeners will know.
Well, hopefully they will. That artist was referencing that movie.
If you know, just put a little comment in there.
And tag him.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anyways.
Anyways.
So, yeah. So, any other ones? Any other like classical artists that you are more influenced, or not influenced by, but that
But,
you
like,
like, kind of like,
inspired by?
liked? Yeah. Mhm.
I think it's kind of hard to tell because it's like seeing like, I've never seen any of like real Renaissance work up close yet.
Like the legit fucking shit.
Yeah. So like watching how a painting's like built is very different from like watching it online.
Right.
That being said, I have seen Monet in life in IRL or whatever in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
And that was gorgeous.
I bet that was fucking awesome.
like kind of life changing. Yeah, it was really cool.
Hell yeah. So have you been to many art museums, like in the United States, or I guess anywhere in the world, really? Like, do you commonly go to art museums?
Yeah,
and things
absolutely.
Like that?
I feel like as an artist, you're responsible to like know what's out there. Like you can't draw from a Excuse me, sorry.
You're good.
You can't get inspiration from a vacuum.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like you have to be connected to like everything that's going on, whether it be contemporary or Renaissance or anything, post-impressionism, modernism. Like you have
Very
to
well
be
said. Yes,
in
I
touch,
agree.
in tune. So yeah, I do like
Totally
to go
agree.
to like different exhibits and stuff like that. I like to see people's like local art exhibits and see what they have to do
So
and what
you-
they're saying. Yeah.
So you commonly go to I'm assuming art events and the local area here,
Yeah.
the Augusta area, right?
So like the Gertrude Herbert, they'll throw on a lot of really cool events. Field Art Friday at Field Botanicals is really cool too. So they'll
Oh hell yeah!
throw events. I think they're having one in February. That's supposed to be pretty cool.
What's the Gertrude
Westabu? Oh, the Gertrude
For
Herbert.
those who don't know,
Yeah, the Gertrude Herbert is Augusta's own like historical art museum and
Oh.
and gallery. It's more of a gallery actually. So they'll-
Downtown?
Yeah, it's downtown. I think it's off of Telfair.
I think I know
I
what
think I
you're
know
talking
exactly where you're.
Yeah,
talking
it's a
about,
beautiful
yeah.
building and it's a really nice space too. So they'll have artists come in all over, and you know they'll throw exhibits and they'll usually.
And you do live paintings and things like that too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right? If I
What?
remember correctly.
Yeah, I'll do some live paintings and everything like that.
Is that like a common thing that you can get around in the Augusta area, like for art events like that? Like it seems kind of difficult to like
To perform a live painting.
Well, not even that, but just to like keep the gigs going constantly like that. Like,
I don't do it. I don't do those things for money. I do it more so just to get in the practice. Like I feel like any time you put towards creating something, even if it's giving yourself a 2-hour window to create something, like it's good work. Like it's
Hell yeah.
practicing a reflex.
hell yeah.
So
That
what
makes
if
sense.
what if I asked you, I want a painting from you? What would you say?
I'd say, what are you interested in, or did you want me to commission one, or are you interested in a work that I've already done?
What if I just gave you a canvas? I said, hey, here's a canvas. I want you to fill this up with some paint. What would you say? You call I would pay for it. It doesn't matter. I just want some of your art on the canvas that I got. It's right over there.
Yeah, I'd say
He's already
yeah.
got this plan.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, absolutely. Like, I'll make
Alright.
it. I'd say yes. I'll make it to the best of my abilities. Like,
Whatever you
hell
put
yeah.
on it does not matter. I want it. I got some blank space on my wall here. Nobody else can see this but you.
There you go.
Well,
There we go.
we'll,
And I have
we'll put a
it.
clip in there to show the wall off later.
Thanks.
No,
Not
you
for this
guys-
episode,
You
though.
guys have a nice collection. I like it.
Thank you. It's not his. It's mine.
Yeah, it's all his. This is the MH set. This is all his. He does have my pin on the wall still. That son of a fucking bitch.
He left it. He left it for months. and,
Anyways,
you know,
moving on.
finders keepers.
I'm not gonna argue about a pin right now, man. Hardy.
I will.
I will too, but I'm choosing not.
I'll die on this hill,
choosing
man.
not to.
Anyway,
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So, what are your future goals when it comes to like your art? Like, what are some of the bigger? How do you envision the bigger picture when it comes to what you do? When it comes to your art? Like,
And like the goals that I
yeah.
want.
Like, what are your goals here?
Yeah, I would love to create enough body of work to be able to. Oh,
It's okay. Ignore that. Ignore that. Keep going. Keep
Ignore
going.
that.
Let's focus on the question. Motherfucker, you're blind. Are
who
you
is this guy?
bird boxing us?
Somebody just bird boxed us.
We're getting bird boxed, literally.
Oh, God.
Bro, you fucking bird boxing
Okay, you blind fucking guy.
Oh,
dude.
dude, watch the. Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
It's a-
All right.
okay, all right. So a
So
blind
back
man.
to the question at hand here.
what do I
actually.
want to do, right?
Yeah, what are your future goals when it comes to what you're pursuing currently with your art?
Okay, so in the next few years, what I'd really like to do is get into like artist residency programs, like be able to live and work and just create. That would be one of my main goals.
Yeah, like
and then
that,
get
like-
into galleries and apply for shows and be able to exhibit what I have to say and my kind of mark on the world.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. That kind of reminds me of what Matt Hardy wishes he could do with his comedy, but he's not funny at all. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm not
really
funny,
cool,
and
so
Jaquan's not either.
That's really
I already
fucking
said
cool.
if the art thing doesn't work out, I'm going to be a stand-up comedian.
Wow,
no,
you can talk to this guy. He's not funny at all. Wow,
You can talk to this
him.
guy. I thought
Wow.
Jaquan told me that he wanted to go to LA one time
I did.
to do a little comedy over there, huh?
Yeah, I would try it. I would try it. So,
We love comedy over here at the
Oh,
podcast.
me too.
Oh yeah,
Me
yeah.
too.
We're all about some comedy. Besides Matt Hardy, other than him, everyone else is really funny. Even Cody Bowler is a lot funnier than him, which is crazy. That's saying a lot.
Hey, that was a good joke
Saying
right
a
there.
lot.
Man.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe you just haven't found your audience yet.
Bullshit.
Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't. Yeah,
Bullshit.
he's worked. My boy's working.
You're buying into this idiot's fucking mouth sewage that's coming out right now.
But hell yeah. Would you? Okay, a little side question I just randomly thought of. Like, have you ever considered like setting up something at Arts in the Hearts in Augusta maybe sometime? Like setting up a booth or something like that?
I think that would be like a nice closer term goal. Maybe doing the Saturday morning
like
market.
For the beginning,
Yeah. But I mean, mostly right now, like I'm in school right now, so I'm focused on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What are you studying?
What do you think?
Not art.
Art.
Oh,
No, it's art.
It's definitely art.
It's definitely
Wow.
art. Definitely art.
Hell yeah.
So like,
You go to AU?
yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Shout out AU, you sons of bitches. Hell yeah! I love AU.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Yeah,
They're doing
hell
good.
Yeah. Hell yeah! Besides that whole logo change business, or the name change. You remember all that
It
name
was
change
so
shit?
long ago. I don't even remember the 10
Yeah.
names that they changed
It's
it
those
to.
exactly 10 names exactly.
I remember MCG, and then now it's AU, and everyone has
Oh,
collective
yeah.
amnesia. So
Yeah. How much longer? How much longer do you have in school?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's
No,
Forget about it.
cool.
No,
this is why we dropped out of college.
Yeah, I switched my major so many times that like now I'm just like,
And
okay,
that's like a
and
fact.
that's normal too. Like I want
Exactly.
to say like that happens so like. Okay, so people say 4-year college, but the average rate of graduation is 6 years.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So for anyone out
No
there
doubt.
that feels like they're not doing something fast enough, like
it's
we have our whole lives hopefully if World War III doesn't start like right now. We have our whole
Right.
lives to kind of figure this shit out.
Let's talk
So
about
like
that for a
For
second.
sure.
World War III, you said.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashton, are you aware that World War III is coming soon? Have you heard about this?
yeah, dude, they've been talking about that since World War II stopped. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I just feel like every time it's a new year and everyone gets hopeful, something bad happens and
Right.
people are like, it's the worst thing.
Literally
It's going to
what-
be the worst thing ever. And I'm just not, I'm not
Exactly.
convinced. I'm not
Literally
convinced it's
what
going to
we
be
were
that bad.
Literally what we were saying earlier, I was telling him like, hey, dude, World War III is gonna start soon.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, if the draft happens, I'm gonna break a leg.
Yeah, he was like, dude, he's gonna he's gonna break his fucking leg.
I'm a
To the
lover,
point
not a
where we
fighter,
were-
dude.
Well, we're gonna bleep that part out of the podcast just in case you get
You can,
drafted. dog.
you can convert to like a non-violent religion too.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about that? You don't have to
Can be
sacrifice your body.
Conscientious
fucking-
objector, yeah.
Ashton, what is your...
Or you can just get arrested for smoking pot.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh, I already got arrested for that.
Luckily,
Yeah,
we're-
I don't think you can be in the military after.
Oh, okay. Well, there we
Oh,
go.
no,
Yeah.
no way.
I don't
no
know what
way.
the draft rules are, but I know that the like.
Well, I'll be the first to say they suck. They definitely suck. But I think we're... I don't know how...
I'm
think
gonna
we're
let
old
someone
enough. We
break
can't
my
get
leg.
drafted. Don't break your leg. Dude, just convert to...
Islam.
Not Islam. Don't do that. then they'll be like, get your ass in the fucking
Yeah,
war.
the front line.
Get your ass out in Iran, boy.
They're gonna put me in the front line.
Immediately.
Broken leg or no.
Oh, put the Islam guy in the front lines immediately, please.
No, maybe I can convert to like Mormonism or something like that.
Oh, I can be a Mormon, dude.
Ugh.
Or those dudes that smoke weed all day,
Oh,
You
like
know about those?
a Rastafarian religion.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't believe in war,
Hell no.
right?
Hell no, we won't go.
Don't
Hell no,
quote us
we
on
won't go.
any of this.
It's the 70s all over again,
Don't
baby.
quote us on any of this. Ashton, so clearly you're aware of the World War III. What's your opinion about this, Ashton? I'm very curious what your opinion is about World War III.
Me?
Yeah, you brought it up, so.
You know,
You scared?
I'll see it when I
You
believe it.
scared, dude?
No, they do it every year. They do it every year. Every single year, something happens in like political affair, and they're
Yeah.
just like, World War III, it's gonna happen right now.
Yeah, but what about the fact
When
that...
Trump got elected, you know,
Yeah.
when Obama got elected, when
Yeah.
George W. Bush got
You're
elected.
fucking totally right about
Yeah,
that,
every
actually. That makes a
fucking
lot of
year,
sense,
people are
yeah.
just like, "Oh, World War III, it's gonna happen." I just don't, I don't fucking believe it. Like, show me the evidence.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna fucking happen.
No,
because
shit's just constantly hitting the fan. It's just whether or not we pay
Yeah.
attention to it
plus-
or not.
Exactly. If we hit a World War III, I think the Earth would be doomed. If you think about
We
that,
have
too.
too much firepower, and the world is so connected now that it just doesn't make sense. I don't think you
Yeah.
could find people who believe in something that much in every sphere of the earth against everyone else to like.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no doubt.
And
go
you
to
know,
war
no
for
doubt.
something.
The
No, I
memes
feel
are
you.
one thing, and we talked about drafting just a second ago, but I doubt they would even be able to draft these days. Like, just, I mean, okay, everyone has to draft. Every single person would be like, nope.
Yeah,
Everyone will
like,
find a way
fuck
out of it.
this.
It would be chaos.
I'm gonna go overdose on fentanyl.
Nice try. We're all on
you
mushrooms
know.
all of a sudden.
Like the only way I would think that there would actually be like a world war is if Russia or China decided to try to take over the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that actually makes a lot of sense considering like just their manpower, like compared to like somewhere as small as North Korea.
Yeah, and
But
you know,
America or firepower is like
right. Manpower
Stupid.
compared
Yeah.
to a nuclear missile is just
Right.
like, oops.
Like we're the number one superpower in America for a fucking reason.
no,
number
we're the
one
number one
superpower in
superpower in
America.
America.
I mean,
in the
in the
world.
world.
Wow. Am I drunk already?
This country-
I don't know.
This country was built on bodies, and
Yeah,
we're not afraid
in
to.
the world, in the fucking world, guys. Yeah. So I mean, if World War III happens, so what? You know.
But
wouldn't say
also,
that. I
also
think-
money wise,
Fuck it.
right?
Flower power.
Like,
money wise,
yeah, like people have their hand in so many pots that like it doesn't make sense for one group of people to create a mass like war. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Because they're like, oh man, I don't want to go to war with Turkey. Like that's where I get my shit from, for my pharmaceutical company, and
Exactly.
that's gonna mess up my bottom line.
For sure.
You know, I mean, like, of course you have your warmongers, like the people in like the military-industrial complex that want to make money,
Right.
but they're outsourcing their war to like Africa and the Middle East,
Yeah. Yeah.
and people are just like, I don't want to get involved.
Exactly.
I think we just got a couple of meme mongers out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's okay. That's America for you. It's a bunch of meme mongers
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah, and that's
That
a
sounds-
term-
That sounds like a slur, but
And
it's
that's
not.
a term that I coined, and nobody can take it.
Yeah, it sounds like a slur, but let's ignore that factor.
No, memes are the new great American pastime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one thing that kind of just keeps the whole country going.
And
in
to-
a way.
Staves the existential dread.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta fucking cave it in somehow.
And to wrap this whole thing around, would you say that memes are a type of artwork?
Oh,
It's
actually,
a type of
that's actually a good
satire,
point.
yeah. Comedy's an art form, yeah. It's a type of satire for sure.
Like, okay, so you also said that you know, as a side hustle, you get into stand-up comedy. How fucking funny are you? Are you hilarious?
Yes.
I think you're.
I think I'm pretty
you're
funny.
I think you're
I don't
kinda
want to be.
funny,
I don't
yeah.
want to be too like pompous about it, but yeah, I think personally, I think I'm hilarious.
But why would you want to go into comedy?
Because I like
afterwards?
to laugh and I like to make people laugh.
Hell yeah.
It's really that simple.
Yeah. Okay, extremely simple answer. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's all in the same vein. Art, making art, doing comedy.
The whole creative aspect of creative,
Let's just throw in writing
like,
and all that.
Exactly. Like
Comedic writing.
Once you hit that creative gene when you're younger, I feel like it's just something that sticks with you forever. Like it's something, no matter what kind of form you put it in, comedy, art, video games,
It's all creativity.
music. Yeah, it's all the same. Speaking of music, Ashton, how many instruments do you play?
I just play the guitar. I play the
Wow,
guitar.
you're a
and
guitarist, eh?
One more than me.
I
Played nothing. I played nothing.
I used to be really good at the recorder when I was in.
Wow,
Hello.
shout out to the
Yeah.
recorder.
Yeah.
Did you have that
Alright.
ribbon system?
The
when you
what?
were, did you have a ribbon system?
No.
When you were a kid, where like you learned how to play this song, you got a ribbon. You learned to play the next song, you got a different color ribbon. No,
You didn't have to.
Nobody really? Was that a Greenbrier thing? Man, fuck
Maybe.
you, Greenbrier.
Maybe.
You didn't happen to bring your recorder with you today because
Wow,
Quan
you-
actually has his.
Hey, guess what, guys? Funny.
And we
guess
can do-
what?
we
I
can
got
do-
the recorder right
We
here.
can have a record off right now.
Oh man, no. I think the cool thing about the recorder is I think it kind of like paved the way for me getting into music in general. Like I did not take playing that recorder in kindergarten for granted at all, dude. I was like, dude, I fucking love music. You know,
Fucking love this
I
recorder.
fucking love this shit.
You're like a 5-year-old really
Yeah, and I'm like-
vibing
I'm
out
like-
to
I'm like,
hot cross buns.
Yeah, I'm like,
Hot
damn,
cross
fire. I'm like,
Hot cross bun.
my favorite song to play on the recorder in kindergarten was definitely Mary Had a Little Lamb. Shout out to that song. It's a great song, for sure.
So,
So,
anyway.
yeah. Where were we at? Oh, yeah. So,
So,
so you don't play instruments besides guitar?
Guitar.
Yeah. Was there are there instruments that you think that you would like learn?
That I would want to
Yeah, that you
be
want
really
to learn
good
how to
at.
play. Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
Don't say the trombone, please.
No, honestly, I think if anything, I just want to get better at the guitar. I think that'd be really cool if I just got really good at the one thing.
How long have you been doing it for? You don't have to answer that.
On and off for like 7 years.
Oh wow. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you got some experience then, for sure.
No, because like a few of those like 6 months in between are like no practice and like not really picking it up or doing anything like that. So you know.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, that's the one thing about guitar. Like when I learned guitar, I just instantly stuck to it. I got so hooked to it. I don't play it anymore these days.
Exactly.
But if you were to put it in front of me, dude, I'll fuck that shit up, dude. You know. But yeah, you know.
So let me bring up. I don't know really what to call it. Mediums. So let's say acrylic, oil. You said ink. You like ink a lot.
Yeah.
So you do mainly ink. You don't fuck with canvases and.
No, I definitely do.
Oh.
Like, I feel like part of, again, being an artist and taking it seriously is, like, you want to work with as many mediums as possible.
Right.
And see what you really vibe with. Like, I vibe with immediate mediums, like, mediums where I can see a change immediately. And, like, because I'm super impatient, so it's like I don't like to wait on things. So, like, I want to make my mark and, like, go from there and keep on working and building. Like, I don't like to wait for things to dry, but, like, I will work in, like, oil mediums and other things like that. But, like, I think what the direction that art is going in now, or at least my artwork, like, I'd like to work more with, like, 3D printing.
Oh, we were talking about that at the party the other day, dude. Yeah.
And laser etching. I've done some prints in laser etching.
Oh my god, that's what I was talking about earlier. Was the laser shit. That's what I'm super fucking curious.
Yeah, and the programs aren't that complicated. Like, you just need, and because I work in ink, it's super translatable for, you know, like laser etching. So like it's
So that's what you were doing. Like, was that like on wood?
Yes.
Right? That's what I
Yeah.
was like,
So that's what you're talking about. I had no idea what you were talking about.
I had no idea what
like,
the fuck I was
wood? What the
Yeah.
hell? No,
I had
those
no idea
those were laser etchings.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that shit. I thought that shit was so fucking cool.
It's really like it's super awesome. It does take a lot of time, and then you have to. There's a lot of trial and error in it too, because you need to know like intensity of the beam, what kind of wood you're using, like what size will translate well for your piece, and like replication.
And it's solely based on like a program that you could just kind of like.
Upload and manipulate the image onto.
So you already have like a preset kind of like thing that you upload to the program?
No, what you do is you draw your own image, you scan it, take a picture of it, convert it to the right amount of like PPIs or like pixel per image.
Oh wow.
And then you put it on the program. Well, you have to convert it to like a specific. It's not a JPEG, but it's like a MMP or something like that.
Some intense
And then convert it to the program, and then from there, it's like you have to position the wood piece that you have, like understand the size of how your piece is going to print out, and then just like work the machine to where it starts at where you need it to start, finishes it where you need to finish it, and then that's about it.
Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, I saw you posting that, and I was like, yo, that shit is so badass.
It's a lot of fun, and again, like I think that's where a lot of my work in the future, where I want it to go towards.
Wow.
Right. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I could use a piece of wood on the wall here.
There's a market for that, eh?
Yeah. If I had to choose the type of wood, I would pick a big, thick, hard piece of wood.
Yes, I love thick, hard wood, especially
it doesn't burn easily.
Yeah, very easily.
You ever thought about a random question I just kind of thought of here? You ever thought about like doing tattooing or anything like that? Like,
you know, I get a lot of people that are like, "I love your work as a tattoo." I think that just comes with like working with ink. Like people see your line work and like, want it on your body, and I understand that, but doing an apprenticeship for 2 years,
touch my body.
Like I don't know if I can commit to that right now. You know,
that is a big commitment.
Maybe
sure.
in the future, but like I want to get what I have on my plate done with, and then maybe consider
Just give that stuff to a tattoo artist and be like, do that.
Yeah, exactly. You could be like, hey, I
Do
got
that.
this design. Here you fucking go.
And give me some money. Give me your money.
Are you familiar with MC Escher?
I heard that name. What is that?
It's a fucking. It's an artist. Wow. He's an artist that does kind of like a lot of symmetrical kind of like how do I describe this? Like you know the stairs that are going in stairs that go into stairs that go into more stairs.
Yeah.
Like, do you dabble in any of that kind of art like whatsoever? Like yeah, I know you're.
Oh, I wish I was. I wish
I
I was smart enough to do that, but like.
I was curious. I had to ask because I've been kind of peeking his art a little bit more lately.
Yeah.
And I was just curious if you do anything like that, if you dabble in any of that kind of art whatsoever.
No, I feel like I'd like to, but a lot of that's very like technical and structural.
Yeah.
So like you have to have a good understanding of like depth perception, angles, and then have such an understanding of it to where you can manipulate and like bend reality.
Right.
Which,
literally bend reality.
These are
Literally.
fucking rulers.
Which I would like to do in the future, but I personally like my skill set. I already know it's not there yet. You know.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, as is most people's. That stuff is hard, dude.
Yeah. Yes. I was
It's
curious.
like-
Hey, she's an artist, dog. I was fucking curious. I was curious. So how much anime do you draw?
Do I don't draw any anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you purely a realistic kind of person?
No, I mean there's like
realism is your goal.
well, like you know, I get inspired. Like I like cartoons and stuff like that. So
Oh, yeah.
like I'm definitely like
Same.
I mean Samurai Jack inspired by different styles, but the anime style specifically, like I never really like wanted to replicate that.
Right.
You know?
It's one that I
I'd
dabble
agree.
in. I know he dabbles in
I
that
don't.
kind of stuff
I don't.
too.
I would say that
What do you call it then?
I say I love the anime style, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
I've never been able to draw that. I much more align myself with the American cartoon version, Samurai Jack-esque, you know, etc.
Right.
Well, I also grew up reading like graphic novels. So like each graphic novel, like depending on who's drawing it, who's authoring it, has its own style, like its
Yeah.
own specific
Yeah,
style.
for sure.
Yeah, but
So
when you talk about anime, it all has that anime
style to
Yes.
it,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's what I like
Yeah.
about American cartoons is they go sort of out of the box. Nothing's kind of the same as in that big eyes, you know,
Big shiny eyes,
Small mouths.
Kawaii.
small mouths,
Sharp hair.
which I'm
pretty
not
big
talking
noses,
shit.
surprisingly.
I'm not talking shit. I love anime. You can tell by
Oh,
my
me too.
fucking wall. But
Me too.
I just like in my drawing style. I'll go for more of a, you know, not even. I won't even copy anybody's style. I'll just go for more of
Try
a
to be
me.
as original as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Ashton.
Yeah. Well, and also like for me, like to do the anime style, like for like career purposes or for like artwork purposes, like living outside of Japan, it's not really like that feasible.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like where they have like institutions and schools and studios that are set up
Right.
for artists to do that kind of stuff. So like
sure.
in
It
here,
wouldn't-
it just doesn't make any sense.
It wouldn't work out without a.
So as an artist, a lot of things. Okay, something I totally like to ask anyone who does art. Are there like cartoons that you favor because of their animation style?
Oh,
or anything like that?
absolutely.
You want to get some shout outs to
Absolutely.
some of those?
Okay, so for sure, Samurai Jack is
Oh, yeah, for
really
sure.
beautiful. God, I just drew a blank on all of them.
Anything, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. I mean, like literally any style. Like any ones that stick out to you.
It's
Like
tough. It's
Oh,
a tough
shit, I'll
question.
There's so many, you
Like-
know. There's so many.
I'll say one. I like
yeah,
Courage
go
the
ahead.
Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, go ahead. Courage.
Oh, I love Courage the
Courage
Cowardly
Dog is a
Dog,
good
yeah.
one. Fucking one of my favorites. Legend or not Legend of Korra.
Oh,
The
that
first
was a
one.
good.
That
That
is
was
a
a really
good
The first
good
one, the whole Avatar series
Yeah.
in general, beautiful art style. Based
Oh,
on,
The Last Airbender.
Yeah, The Last
Yes.
Airbender. Yeah. Definitely a beautiful
Fantastic.
style. And more silly things, if I had to pick. Like, you guys remember Ed, Ed and Eddie? Or
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how it was like kind of
That's
like.
what I'm talking about.
It was like kinda
I also like the
it was like on
soundtrack
drugs,
for that.
dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. It was kind of like this, like I don't want to say bluesy, but like something like
Jazzy, for
jazzy,
sure.
yeah, more jazzy, yeah, for sure, dude. I
I
like that.
guess, dude.
So Ashton, when you become a tattoo artist,
Mm-hmm.
I want a free tattoo.
Okay.
I want a free tattoo.
If your arm's made of
Put
wood,
that
dude,
away.
she'll give you a tattoo.
Only,
Hey, it might be.
Only if it can be on your ass.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Fair. All right. You guys heard it here first.
Yep.
You guys heard it here first. He got a dunk. He got a dunk. Was that what you were doing?
That was.
Okay. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Okay, I'm gonna pee real quick. So you guys.
All right. Well, I'll.
Man, already hold it down.
Uh-oh.
That's how the podcast works. Hold it down. I gotta pee.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I won't flush till after we're done, man.
Don't
Can
flush.
we delete that part?
We're not cutting anything out. Don't
Okay.
worry. All right. So, artwork. Art. We talked about a lot of art stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
So, wood stuff. That's great and all. But how can I acquire some of your artwork? How do I get in touch with you? Buy it? Can anybody just buy it? Or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so how do they do that?
So right now, I have an Instagram page, and it's I stopped_caring today.
Okay.
And so that's where I mainly like talk to people. People will send me messages about my artwork and
Commissions.
commissions and everything like that. So
Okay.
that's my main like method of getting in touch with people. I'm
Right.
actually going to launch a website in the next few months, probably next month, and like have
Okay.
like a full artist website and get some business cards going.
Okay,
too.
yeah, you send us the URL and we'll put that under a video or two and make sure people know about that.
All right, sounds good.
And so, you know,
Yeah, I totally agree. For sure.
all right, well,
Yeah.
just ignore the fact that I just carried this podcast
Yeah,
with
thank you.
a
Thank you.
brilliant
Sorry.
Matt Hardy.
We can cut that part out.
Don't cut that. Don't cut
I'm
that
just
out.
joking. I'm just joking.
Anyway,
Continue.
so she basically, Quan missed it. She was just saying that you can find her art in a month on a website, or if super excited about it, you can go to her Instagram, and that'll be in the description.
Definitely will be in the description for sure. Do you want to shout out any more other art event? Like that's what you were doing.
No, I didn't talk about events or anything.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
you got any other events that you? Okay, so let's go ahead and say this. I know that you had a live painting event at
The Book Tavern.
Was that at the Highlander?
I did one at the Book Tavern, and then there was.
Did you do one at the Highlander too?
I don't think so. No.
What the fuck am I talking
What are you
about?
talking
I
about, you
don't know.
freaking idiot?
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh man, dude. Actually,
Oh,
this
man.
Yeah,
shrooms
it
just
could
started kicking in,
be
actually.
my memory though. So let me think.
Yeah, your last live painting.
Yeah, that was at the Book Tavern.
Okay. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. So you have any more shit like that coming up or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
there are. There's gonna be a few more events in the summer. Probably gonna be around like First Friday or something like that.
Hell yeah.
I actually don't put it on. It's my friend Jazz Boyd. So she does.
Shout out, Jazz.
Yeah.
Shout out, Jazz.
So she sets all that stuff up, and then she's just like, "Hey, you want to come paint?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?"
Hell yeah.
Let's
wow,
go.
This
Yeah.
just sounds like so fucking
Yeah.
relaxing.
There's
and
a
chill.
really good community of artists here, and everyone's really supportive. So
And-
I've been very fortunate with that.
That's one thing. This is one thing we do with this podcast. Actually,
we
I don't know if
always
you
talk
know
about
this,
this.
but we promote the hell out of people in Augusta, just trying to continue to blow this city
And
up as much as possible.
Trying to help
in
people
art
as
form.
much as possible.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, exactly. Like the more we all work together and help each other and create,
The better the community is.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, make the community grow more.
Yeah.
So definitely, go support Ashton, support anybody who's doing this shit. I mean, any kind of
Because
event.
we're all into this together.
Any
It's
kind
pretty
of-
much like the
any kind of
mentality.
artist.
This is a fucking common topic on this podcast.
It is. We always bring this up. That
Because it's true.
in some, what do I say? Some circles, people don't.
You trying to call someone out?
Yes.
Who you calling out?
I'm not gonna say
Hey,
names.
Oh, we won't do it while Ashton's here. She
Some
might be
people-
guilty by association.
Some people don't help others, and they kind of throw you under the bus. But we really, it doesn't matter if we were a music creator, an art creator, we'd make comic books,
Shit, if you did it all,
or if you do it all like me.
The point is here.
The point is that we should all help each other out.
Yeah, if you're creative, you should definitely support your own.
Yeah,
you
For
know?
sure. And like I said, that's not even a fucking joke. This is one thing we super emphasize on this podcast.
Most
In
of all.
Augusta, as long as this podcast is being recorded in Augusta, we all need to work together and support each other.
Yeah.
For sure. For fucking
For
sure.
sure.
Oh, man.
So we're at, what are we at?
What are we at? Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. We didn't do this Ashton.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, you won't believe this. We actually
Okay.
asked your fans some questions. We
Oh,
actually have
I have
a
fans.
list of we have a list of questions here, and we want your fans wanted to ask you some questions.
Okay.
You want to? We might end the segment this way. I don't know. We might go into some other things, but we
Okay.
have some of your fans ask you questions. So we
Okay.
thought you'd be willing to answer some of your
Interesting.
fans' questions
Absolutely,
real quick. Is that
yeah,
cool?
for sure.
Is that cool?
I didn't know I had fans. but
You,
yeah.
oh, you have fans? What the fuck? Why are you in this podcast? Oh my god!
All right, let's do it.
So we got a first question from funny name, Jerkmaster 100. His question is, what is your element? Like your element? I guess he means like, what is your element when it comes to
Fire, water,
yeah,
earth.
like your sign? I guess I don't really understand his question.
Okay, I
Fuck you, Jerkmaster.
definitely water, I guess.
You're a water kind of
Oh,
person.
me
Yeah.
too. What a
Wow,
coincidence.
that's a coincidence.
This is a Cancer.
The lamest people.
I'm a
ever.
Pisces.
Wow.
Fuck you, Quan.
Hey,
I'm just joking.
We have,
I'm
a,
just
we have a
joking.
bad stereotype
Oh
for
my
being
God.
boring, and it's kind of true.
I'm just joking. I actually love Pisces. They're okay in my book.
Thank you.
All right, we got our next question from Master Blaze It 420. Wow, really original name.
Are you making these names?
No.
These are right there. They're right there.
This is your fans.
Yeah, they're right there
Alright.
on the screen.
Actually, add all these people on Instagram or
Yeah.
wherever the fuck they're at. You
Just
you
look it up.
You
They're
can,
right here.
you can find these people for
Okay.
sure.
Read it.
Alright.
So his question is
Can't read.
what is your ethnicity? Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's a really racist one. I think that guy's a Nazi.
Hang on a
Can
second.
we should ignore that one. I don't know. What's your ethnicity according to
Oh, I'm
Master?
super mixed.
Okay.
I got a little bit of everything, like black, Native American, white,
Oh,
everything.
Native American.
right.
I never would have guessed.
You didn't know that Jaquan hates the Native Americans.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I think they're
Should
really.
I excuse myself?
Whoa! He's just joking. I'll make an
Okay.
exception for now.
All right.
All right, let's go back to the fan questions.
All right, here we go.
Alright.
Question
Next.
number 3.
Next question. Ocho Cinco 69. Wow, you guys really need to come up with some more creative names. You guys are fucking idiots with these names. Like, Ocho Cinco. What the fuck? Alright. This question is, if you would go fishing, where would you go fishing? I don't really get the question.
No, I don't get it either,
I don't get
dude.
the question.
It makes no
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the
Okay.
next
Okay,
one.
yeah,
Okay,
fuck you, dude.
yeah.
Right. I think that was a troll. I think we had a troll here.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Angel Master 96. Wow, clever guy. He reversed the 6'9" thing. He reversed the 6'9".
Okay.
Maybe he was born in '96.
that makes sense.
That's a good
That makes
point. He might have
sense.
been born in 96.
So what is he asking?
All right, so his question is,
Have they all been guys this whole time?
well, I'm kind of assuming their gender, actually.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
I
are,
shouldn't
actually.
assume their gender. I apologize. I apologize if I assumed your gender so far.
You sure did.
I really apologize. And his question is, or their question is, what are some of your favorite movies from the year 2019? You've been, yeah, that's a good question,
Oh.
actually. That's a good question, actually.
Ooh.
That's a really good one. You've been,
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious.
Or like,
Yeah.
God.
Any movies you've been fucking with 2019 or anything like that?
Does it have to be like from 2019 or movies
No, I
that
mean,
I've just
in
seen
general.
in?
You know what,
In
let's just-
general.
yeah.
In general, yeah.
I had the opportunity to take a film history class in 2019.
Oh, nice.
So that was really awesome. So I
I
got
thought
to
that was fun.
yeah, I got to like be exposed to like all these different films across film history. I think my favorite one that I saw was Spirit of the Beehive, and it was like set in like 1940s like fascist Spain.
Oh, interesting
Whoa.
setting.
Yeah.
Interesting setting.
Yeah, and it had like a lot of like undercurrents to do with like the young generation experimenting with like drugs in like the 60s, late 60s, underneath the fascist regime, and like it had all this like it had layers to it. It was really good. It was
Is that
really
an indie
good.
film? Or was that a major release?
Well, actually, so what happened was it was made under the fascist regime in Spain in like 1969, and the only reason why they got away with it was because the regime was ending and the guy was about to die. Francisco DeFranco, who's about to die, and so they got away with like making this independent film that was like super like, it wasn't anti-fascist, but it definitely wasn't pro-fascist, and so that was like a big controversy back then.
That sounds controversial.
Yeah, and
especially in this time and day, like you know that one pope who, or you know how Germany, they had like like when they were running for a new leader of Germany, like one of the leaders was like a big Nazi. Like the second most highest political power in Germany is still Nazis to this fucking day.
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You think about it, like what the fuck, like we were over this.
He was a big Nazi. Oh my gosh.
Well, boy golly, you remember them Nazis?
Oh my gosh, those big Nazis over there.
Motherfucking Nazis.
People don't get over things quickly. I mean,
that's
as you can
true.
see, we live
I'm
in
still
the
not over
South.
slavery, so
I don't blame them.
A lot of people, well, it's not over slavery, but like a lot of people are like, the South are rising.
Oh no, I mean I'm not over slavery.
Yeah, no.
I know the South.
And
won't
that's
rise
exactly
again.
what I say all the
Fucking
time.
know
The
the
South will rise again.
I say the South. I'd rather kill myself than see the South take over again, dude.
We'll
Fuck
probably
that.
all die if that happens. honestly.
Hell yeah. Dude.
It won't work out, is what I'm trying to say.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, so
Let's go back to the next question.
Okay, alright,
We got
let's
some
go.
more questions from your fans.
Okay.
Ashton, your fan community is so interesting. They ask a lot of fucking weird questions about where to go fishing at. What the fuck was that, dude? Where do you go fishing? I don't know. Where there's water? I don't fucking know. God damn it.
what a stupid question. What was their
So,
name?
so,
All right, forget it.
his
Let's
name will
on to
be
the next one.
in the description.
On to, yeah. On to
So
the
we
next
got our
one.
next question. Flashwave Audio. Wow, that's a cool name. How'd you get that one?
Is that Cody Bowler?
It might be Cody Bowler. You son of a bitch, you snuck in the questions.
You son
If
of a
that's
bitch.
you, Cody, I swear to God. But this person, not assuming genders here, asks, how does it feel to be... Okay, alright, I gave up on that one. Sorry, I gave up on
Let's
that
do
one.
the next one.
Yeah, let's move on.
Was it? What did he say?
I don't know if we could say it.
Okay.
Yeah,
after
actually, I don't
the
know.
Can't actually
podcast,
say.
maybe.
Yeah,
that one
we'll
kind of
let
made me
you
feel a
know.
little uncomfortable.
I'll let you know.
Let's move on from that one.
Okay.
But if that's Cody, fuck you. All right, so let's go to our next person here. Our next person is Marchmaster89. Wow,
Marchmaster.
got some cool people here. You got some cool fans, Ashton. I'm like really impressed by your fans. They're like really cool people. And they ask, what are some books that you love to read, or some of your favorite books? Wow,
Okay,
books.
so-
books are cool, I guess.
Neil Gaiman, Good Omens is really good. I
Oh, yeah.
love Douglas Adams too. So like I love the like really dry, witty, clever like writing, like super fast paced.
Like Nicholas Sparks. Oh, okay. No one, Notebook? Nobody? You guys gotta be fucking kidding me.
Do you even listen to audiobooks, Japan?
No, I don't.
Get
actually.
out of here, bro.
And then I really like sci-fi too.
Sci-fi
Me too.
genre
Yeah.
of books?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Any ones you want to shout out or anything?
Yeah, there's this one that I read recently. It's called To Their Scattered Bodies They Go. And the first book was like really good, but don't read the rest of the series. The first book was like groundbreaking. It won like the Hugo Award in like 1970. And it was really, really, really good. It's about like pretty much like what if like an afterlife did exist and every human that ever existed wakes up in that afterlife at the same time.
Are you an atheist or?
I don't really believe in anything.
Okay, so you're like a agnostic. You just
Like,
don't. You
no,
don't prefer the label.
I have my own set of beliefs that I follow, but like I don't expect anyone else to follow it. It's
Right.
like a mix between like Buddhism,
I like the way you
and
think.
you know, spirituality, and just kind of like going with the flow.
And honestly, I feel like that's like kind of the way it is for like most people these days,
Yeah.
especially in America. You know, is you hear all these different things, and the main thing in America is Christianity. But when
Yeah.
it really comes down to it, it's like truly what you believe in.
Yeah.
At the end, of
Like
it,
my
you
problem
know?
with like agnosticism is like it implies
bullshit.
that oh I just don't know what I believe in, but it's like no, I know what I fucking believe in,
Yeah.
but like I don't need to, you know.
You don't need to fucking. You don't need to be
Put
like.
a label
Hey,
on it.
You don't need to be like Muhammad and go tell everybody. You know, you gotta be like,
Exactly.
hey, it's your boy Muhammad. I was in that cave and some dude talked to me from the sky. Now let me tell everybody about that.
It's what every prophet of every religion did.
Exactly.
And then as soon as they said what they believed in, it got taken and manipulated to control the masses. So I'm just kind of like, we all humans, we all feel the same things.
Do you think that your personal beliefs influence your art?
Definitely. Absolutely. I think it's hard to, I don't know anyone that separates their personal mentalities from their artwork. Except for, like, people that do commercials.
I personally like to put my religion into my artworart, which is Scientology, and I'd like to talk to you all.
Okay, all right. I think we're done here.
I'm good. Don't take me to Sealand.
Let's get one more question from a fan before we wrap up here, because Ashton, oh my God, you have so many fans. It's tripping me out. So our last question comes from Halo Dude 300. Wow, I love Halo. Wow. Coincidentally enough, their question, my bad. Their question is, are you a gamer? And if so, what games do you like to play?
Okay, well,
that's a good question. Hey, shout out Halo Dude. Shout out Halo Dude. Yeah,
so
that's a good question.
I used to be a gamer when I was younger, and then I kind of dropped off the map like 5 years ago.
Oh wow, you're one of those kind of people.
I don't even have a TV. I don't own a TV. Yeah.
Fuck technology. Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm Amish too.
No, I'm connected. Like I'm plugged in, but like I just, just.
What are some of your favorite games? What are some of your classic favorite games, if you have to think?
Okay, so I
not
really,
Pac-Man.
Oh well, Tetris actually. If I had to go back, if I had to go way back, but no, I really like Civilization.
Wow.
Like strategy games.
Yo.
Like I'm super nerdy about that.
They just dropped a new one of those.
I know, Civ 6. It's supposed to be really good.
I'm actually very excited to play that game.
Me too.
I love that, just historical aspect
So like
of building.
my dad, like he's a super big gamer. I don't have a TV, but I'll go over to his house and be like, hey, can I play Civilization? And then
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And he'll just let me like play Civilization for a few hours. He's retired, so it's like he doesn't care.
It's like, he's like, yeah, I can play some Civilization. Yeah. Play some Civ, dog.
Yeah. And then I used to play World of Warcraft for really long time.
You are a WoW nerd.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of like 180'd on that. Like I played video games like all the time, like spent so many hours to it, but now it's like I'm trying to like, if I'm not working towards my work, I can't do it. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Like I need to force my behaviors towards something that's
I definitely know what you're talking about.
That's the thing about video games. So shout out Halo Dude, but man, video games are super distracting when it comes to like your overall goals of what you want to do.
And I bet that
But that won't change shit for me. I play video games every day.
Okay, alright. Yeah. I bet Halo Dude's house is fucking dirty and doesn't clean if he plays Halo.
No, let's not
if he plays Halo,
fuck that guy. Fuck Halo.
I used to play Halo.
Wow. I think everybody did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, except for Halo, dude. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Actually, shout out Halo Dude. Yeah. Matt Hardy said he's actually gonna send you a gift. So check your DMs later for participating in this questionnaire.
I'll send him a fucking gift. I'll send you a gift, Halo Dude.
Shout out Halo Dude. Don't stop watching us. Alright guys, I think we pretty much hit the nail on the fucking head here.
Sure
did. I want to give a shout out to Ashton for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Anything you would like to plug or anything, please, Ashton. Our platform is your platform. Go ahead.
Okay, so if I had one thing to tell a lot of people at once is like, not to be too like life preachy or whatever, but just like take things one day at a time and don't let people get you down.
Right.
Because I don't know, pretty much every like ancient philosopher said this: if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right.
Wow,
that's right.
They did say that. A lot of them did fucking say
Plato.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
And I think we do have one hater, and his name is Halo Dude.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't that bad.
He wasn't that bad.
You know what, Halo Dude? I got something for you.
He knows what he likes.
We literally had to skip a guy because his question was so weird that I didn't even want to say it. So, hey, fuck the other guy.
I still want to know that.
Okay.
But later.
We won't talk about it on the air. But you want to plug your IG or anything else like that too?
It's I stopped caring. Well, it's I stopped _caring today. So
I feel the same way.
I got that name not because it's like I don't care about life or apathy or whatever. I got it because it's like literally stopped caring about the things in my head that were holding me back.
Wow.
Like all that negative self-talk, all that like whatever. I stopped caring and
There's backstory behind it.
absolutely.
Like that. I fucking love that.
Absolutely.
That is wonderful. It's awesome. And also, if you guys want any fucking art from her, fucking hit her up. You got her IG. She does.
Yep.
You do commissions and everything
I
like
do.
that too, right?
Absolutely.
So if you guys are ever interested in any local cuisine, art, hit her up for sure, MH, lay it on the people.
Yeah, you can follow me on IG at you can call me MH. But if you really want some content from me, then you'll just have to fucking wait.
Coming soon, a cooking show where Matt Hardy comes in food.
And also,
it's going to be on Pornhub. You
also,
that part,
some music where I come on the track.
Wow. Okay, so for the people watching, there's two things he said. He's got a cooking show coming soon and new music coming soon. So
there you go.
Hell yeah. And I am Quan the Destructor at WhoIsJJones on IG. And we also have Lucky Dragon's Foot fucking Facebook page, Lucky Dragon's Foot. We also have an IG, Lucky Dragon's Foot IG. Also, we got a lot of more shit coming very soon. So thank you, Action, for joining us once again.
Absolutely.
MH set. We always live, baby.
Yo.
And tune in next week where we'll prove that when you fucking mine gold, it's actually silver.
There we go.